The fishermen were catching fish on the boat. They looked up toward the mountaintop, and saw a majestic statue of Zeus. Just as David was about to pray, his father suddenly sensed something unusual. An army was dismantling the statue. The next second, the colossal figure collapsed with a thunderous crash, plunging into the sea. Before David could react, the sky suddenly darkened, and countless monsters leapt from the ocean, ferociously charging at the soldiers on the cliff. In the blink of an eye, the soldiers were annihilated. However, the crisis was far from over. Hordes of beasts gathered together, and a shadowy figure emerged from the center of the dark mist. When the man caught sight of David, he unleashed the flames of hell, instantly incinerating the small boat. David's entire family sank into the depths of the sea. David was the only one left alive, because his identity was far from ordinary. It turned out that during the war between gods and men, the king of men once openly declared war on Zeus. This act enraged the gods. To punish the old king, Zeus decided to strike at the queen. By the time the king realized it, an illegitimate child had already been born. The old king cursed the heavens in fury, and sealed the queen and the baby in a coffin, casting it into the sea. Unexpectedly, they were rescued by a family of fishermen. 20 years later, the infant in swaddling clothes had grown into a man. He was David. The surviving David was discovered by the human army, and taken back to the palace. Just as the king celebrated the destruction of Zeus's statue, countless black fumes suddenly surged forth, forming a dark vortex in the center of the great hall. The soldiers were instantly sucked in. That terrifying man appeared once more. He transformed the queen into an old crone, and warned the king. In 10 days, he would unleash the Kraken to wipe out humanity. The only way to stop it was to sacrifice the princess. To protect the princess, they had to first find the witch of the underworld river, for she alone knew how to defeat the Kraken. David swore to the king, promising to save the princess at the cost of his own freedom. Thus, they embarked on the journey to seek the witch. But the road ahead was full of dangers. While crossing the desert, a giant sand beast suddenly erupted from the ground.